Today, folks, I got my chain. 420. 132 links. Pretty long, huh? I'm not sure if it's going to fit. Let's see. Nice and gooey. Glad I'm wearing these gloves. Well, here's the sprocket. First, actually, I should show you so you remember the other chain. Let's see. This is the chain, the 415 chain, the stuff that doesn't fit. Goes on for a short way and then comes off. See? That's the 415. Okay, this is my new stuff here. See what happens. See if it fits. Well, it sure looks like it fits. Question, of course, is will it fit when it's on the bike rolling? I guess in order to figure that out, I'm going to have to put the sprocket back on first. There. Okay, sprocket's on now. As you could obviously not tell. Let's get this wheel on here, huh? Here. Let's see. Got it. Like I said, it's a bit of a pain. As you can see, too, I've got a couple chain tensioners here, which obviously aren't real chain tensioners. They're just homemade with eye bolts. But they work almost as well as a real chain tensioner, so. Now comes the part, splitting open the chain at the master link. Come on. Here we go. Now obviously you don't want to lose your master link. And it just popped off. It's going to have a little grit on it because it fell on the floor. Oh well. I'll get it fed onto the sprocket right here. And then fed onto the front sprocket here. It should be quite apparent, of course, to you that this is way more chain than I need. On purpose, of course. So it looks like split right
And
there.
here we have it. That's the one I marked,
Okay.
right there. You can see the scratch
Whenever
mark
you're
in
gonna
it,
split it,
which
you'll
means this
do,
side
of course,
here
want to mark
is the
length.
side, of course, that I'm going to be taking off. I wouldn't take off, you know, discard this much, or
Since
discard
I'm
that
splitting it
side.
on this link right here,
And as
I'm
to
gonna
splitting the
try marking it
chain,
with a little
as far as I know, there's no real right or wrong to doing
spray
it.
paint.
Unless you're one of them rich kids who's got a chain splitting tool.
Well, that'll work though.
Me, I just use whatever I can find on hand.
The important thing to remember,
And this is not working very well.
that's the part of the chain you're going to use. And I'm not going to use this part. There we go. That's a mark I won't soon forget.
As you can see, got the top of that pin off. Looks like it's going to come out of there. Ha! And there you have it. The wrong way to split a chain.
Alright, let's get this chain back on here.
No!
Are you laughing? Good grief. Oh, of course. One thing, folks, that'll make you not have to go through as much misery as me. Oh, great. When installing your master link, and in this case mine was, let's see, where did that go? I guess I spun the wheel too many times to see it anymore, but say put your master link maybe here. Because there's no spokes behind it. It's right at the top of the wheel, so it won't try to pull backwards or forwards with the chain until you get it. Just try to make it easy on yourself. Don't do what I just did and suffer. So I suppose next I should tension the wheel up and see how well this chain works. The wheel doesn't rub, does it? I think so. I think it works, but I think it also might be a little too tight. That proves one thing. The problem from the other episode is fixed. The chain is no longer tightening up when it hits one certain portion of the sprocket. And I do want a little sag in my chain, of course. I don't want it ridiculously tight, especially because then, when the suspension moves, the chain might explode if it's too tight. Well, probably wouldn't explode, but it's a possibility. Well, that's it for now. I don't have any other parts yet, but Got a drive belt on order and a condenser too. So I should be able to start it soon. The condenser didn't fix it. Still won't spark. I decided it must be the points and I've got some on order. But now, in the meantime, let's see if I can put on the drive belt. There we have it. I think it's stuck on. Got this from Myron's Mopeds. It's a replacement version for the original stock belt for these 1958 model Ward's Riverside mopeds. Because I tried a newer belt, didn't fit, too short. So, Myron, or actually Sean Strom from Myron's Mopeds, was able to hook me up with an original belt. Or actually, it's not original, it's a replacement belt for the original. There, fits. Fits good. So if you ever have any questions about old mopeds and it's something obscure and you can't figure it out, ask Myron's Mopeds. Go to their website and send them an email. So, guess what's here? And if you can't guess what that is, well, I can't help you. Okay, here we go. New coil, new points, new condenser. Let's see if this baby will spark. Weeks since I last recorded a video. And I think I finally have it sparking. I'm gonna show you. And I'm sorry, I can't exactly tell you what I did. I'm not entirely sure myself. I've been trying pretty much every trick in the book. And now it's just finally sparking. And I tried about 3 or 4 things, so I'm not sure which one it was. I know one thing for sure though. The coil I ordered was bad. That's a coil for my old snowmobile. So I'm gonna have to order a new coil, but at least it's sparking now. Motor to pop though. There's a lot of gas in that carburetor now. closest I've ever had to running this thing. Ever. Ever since who knows when it was parked. Well, that's the first start. Now I'm going to see if I can figure out what's up with the carburetor and do a first run. Isn't quite high enough because this dirt tire is so tall. So, great progress has been made today. Not only does it run, it rides. Still more to do to it though. I think it's running quite a bit lean. That's what it feels like anyway, and the throttle needs some adjustment for idling better. Okay, so I'm gonna try getting it a little richer. I had thought this thing would need to be way leaner because it's a 49cc. Great. This cap is being hard to unthread. Usually I can do it by hand. Anyway, this thing's 49cc, and this carburetor came off of a 66cc motorized bicycle. And anyway, this proves one thing. A motorized bike carburetor can run a moped. Although, as of yet, I can't be sure how well it's going to run the moped. And eventually I'm going to replace it, that's for sure. I'm going to try the jet yet. The jet would require a little bit more trouble. So I think first I'm going to move the clip in the carburetor. Which means I want more cable slack, which means I'll tighten this up to here. There. So I can crush down the spring by hand. Or maybe with a screwdriver. Wait. There we go. Funny how this spring feels so soft when you're twisting the throttle. There, got it out. It's at the highest clip position on here, which means it feeds less gas because this needle goes down further into the jet. So, I'm going to not lose it here. I'm going to pop it off. There. And I move it probably down 2 clip positions since that's almost at the bottom. Well, yeah, there's 4 clip positions, and it was in the 4th. Now it's in the 2nd. So, that should feed a little more gas into the engine. And it felt like it was running lean. I ran it down the road all the way pretty quick. And at certain points I had to pedal to get it to even keep running. Who knows? Strangely enough, it may end up needing a bigger jet. Now let's see if I can start it again. The kickstand isn't quite high enough because this dirt tire is so tall. So, I'm going to have to run alongside it to start it.
that's enough for this video. And I'm going to order a carburetor for the next one, a real carburetor, not one of these. So that's all for now. Remember to tune in next time. Remember to like and subscribe.